Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates, where the purple has engulfed this place as they are ready for a showdown. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the East Carolina Pirates. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. How about this for a start? Open with an onside kick, swipe of possession, big time risky, and also very confident. First down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Big hits are not hits you want your quarterback taking. You can live with it from your wide receivers. You can live with it from your running backs, but quarterbacks have more tendencies to fumble and get hit on those shoulders when they want to throw later in the game. They can really take it.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, ECU!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The offense set for a first down play. Here's the give off the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. I like the idea of going toss in the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. It's a reverse. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's so easy to let your eyes lie to you, to see the ball kind of go the other way. What's my assignment? My assignment is to make sure I contain on the backside. Great job by the defense, not getting fooled, playing their assignment, making the play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Pirates. What a great play by the defense of paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. They want to throw it. Going for it all. He's got it on the left. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
This one's complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to it immediately.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chain.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots if I want to. I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the 1st down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here comes the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Michigan has the lead right now, but unless Desmond Howard or Anthony Carter come running out of that tunnel, I'm not ready to say this one's over. They're up by a field goal over Duke. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Just feeds the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
And this veteran quarterback just... that time.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Quarterback keeps it. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. One final play before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll go right back to the run. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got...
And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner will be knocked down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Hand off from the shotgun. Across the 25, he's got room. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. When they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurdle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. There he goes to the right. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30+.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The Tigers are on the move. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Keeps looking downfield. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on.
Forget the kick, he's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Siiigh. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Release to the back. Makes the grab on the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. Before then, they can get another score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, East Carolina.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on.
Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the left. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man, and he's brought down after a huge completion.
A nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. He leaves it with his back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, it makes the grab. Oh, couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Steps away to find some room. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Pirates will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Comes out throwing on first down. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. He's going to pass on second down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Man, what a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half. A lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot. But here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position, go make some things happen. Force some turnovers, play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen?
Lining up for the PAT. The snap. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Pirates will kick it away to crank up the second half. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly on the move. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that is no fun for that wide receiver, thinking you just ran all the way downfield. You're not out here trying to run gassers or get conditioning. You're trying to catch TDs. What's going on?
After the misfire, now on second down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back.
Why don't they let me jump? He got hit.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Into double coverage, and he picked it off.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Pirates moving quickly to the line. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Pirates will line it up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
At the 20, he's got space. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run down in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Give to the running back. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, a statement run in the red zone to the 13.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal.
YOLO.
This quarterback is part of their running game. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Okay.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback checking off. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, ECU. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, Pitt and West Virginia play an annual game called the Backyard Brawl. Just 75 miles separate the schools. Here's what separated them on the scoreboard. West Virginia looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Mountaineers. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Heck of a show. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on second down from the 5. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. And the defense got it.
See wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Takes the handoff. It's Lincoln. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's just been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
3rd and 2, you're usually thinking maybe something's going off tackle up the middle. They run the toss. How about the defense? Great job setting the edge, sprinting to the...
Forget the punt. He's going to throw it. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He finds his man, and he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. In plus territory, not really much of a decision to make there. They had to go for it, and it paid off.
Yeah, they know points are going to be at a premium in this game, so they're going for it here, no doubt. Nice job picking up the 1st and now putting a lot of pressure on this defense.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Throwing right. It's complete. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And the Pirates are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. He got it. Touchdown Pirates. And the beatdown has ensued.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He unleashes a long one. He's got it down the left side. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down. He'll get rid of it. Got him downfield. Running toward the tape. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it up.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Purple Pirates.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Makes the catch. It's Lincoln. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down. LSU quick to the line.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown LSU. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Pirates with the 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes his connection. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is...
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. When you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Yo. Hold on. Don't hold on to real nigga like me.
The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Going up top on first down. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Trying to get to him. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly. So you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Pirates line it up with a first and goal. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now on the option. The pitch. Touchdown ECU! And the punishment has been extended. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. UTEP handled its business today, and given what the week was like in El Paso, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their
We don't have to get Siiigh.
last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all
He's
the
going
time.
to the lacrosse
Go
game.
for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped.
Sir, mom said she gonna call Sir Uber.
Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down.
We don't have to get
See it on the
Siiigh.
sideline, so let's just
So
see
the
if that's
game
gonna galvanize them a little
Huh?
bit here to go make a statement against them.
We gotta get him after the game.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's
So what?
running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
I can't hear you.
The offense sets up shop at the
What you say?
46 on 1st down.
Oh.
He's looking to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown LSU.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
I need 3 more games.
They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there.
Get 3 more games.
I'm gonna get it. Ashley, calm the fuck down. You are rushing. It is. I didn't know it was there.
I told you when I called you 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, I said he was gonna get
Well,
it
your
with me.
Bengals will run the offense out
Yeah,
onto
so
the
I'm gonna go
field.
get it. Well, you need to yell at your child, not me. And guess what? When he get here, you ain't gonna yell.
Just as he released it on 1st down, he
No, I'm
just
not.
couldn't
I'ma
get
save
it
it
to
for
the
you.
receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're
I don't know why you.
back. You can't feel very confident right
Going for it all.
Hey, Bam, Bio, whatever the last name is, and Benedict Martin. But yeah.
That's 6 points waiting on him.
Who's gonna be your shooting guard?
Dude is
Well,
absolutely taking a flamethrower
Benedict.
to this secondary, torching
He's a small
everybody in
forward.
sight.
So
It's
find
on
something
for shooting
different,
guard.
right? Like double team him, do whatever it takes to not let
I don't know. I don't know if you gonna like it, bro.
consistently being the one
He's not fun to play with.
You gotta find a way to make
Nah,
somebody
but
else
the
hurt,
defense.
make somebody else beat you.
Who's gonna be your main scorer?
On the run from
John
inside
Stockton?
his own 5.
No, I'm not thinking put Biggie back.
You want to go back to them days?
John Stockton, don't act like John Stockton like that nigga.
You were miserable. You didn't start having fun till you got AI.
No, that's Donovan Mitchell. Oh, don't disrespect me. Don't disrespect me.
You do got Donovan. No, you traded Donovan Mitchell.
Nah, but he trying to get him back. He trying to send. He want AI.
I know exactly what I have
I was say that's a boring move, man. You're not gonna like
him. I could quit out versus the Jazz, but I gotta make it realistic. I think my play definitely.
Save as much clock as we can.
What, to get 40?
Yeah, I was at 37. I quit out with the Jazz twice.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen
I'm gonna play Death Row for my last one.
We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Give to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. From the gun, the ground game. Runs through a tackle. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
He'll ride his man on the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives his offense a first down. The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back.
So contract extensions only work for last year?
No. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
What did they talking about? Who did you put yours in?
I didn't put mine on Sean Kemp.
I'm kind of hungry.
How many years he got left?
He got 3, man.
Did he put the cheapest deal, or they just make it a thing?
Or just add a year, whatever the contract is.
And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No shot at a return. It's out at the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
That's what he did get there. How you get LaMelo?
I got Melo.
LaMelo.
You will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives. Looking for a deep man. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot. Reels it in down the left side.
Yo, why my niggas playing weird right now, bro?
Tiger. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This nigga and Livers threw the ball like Brett Favre or something.
Going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna get through this whole game, bro.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the 4th quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession. And now let's see what happens.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, that's crippling, because offensively you had to do something with the football, make a play. You fumble the ball, put on the turf. Defense recovers. With this deficit, ball game over.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Michigan is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social, and their recruits are definitely taking notice. They're trailing by 14.
He has needed them. Like, I can hit, oh shit, sir. But like I can hit
I don't know how you getting through.
Huh?
I don't know how you can't hit it.
Like, lately, I just can't hit it.
Here's a throw downfield late. And that is
I gotta put my shit on.
number 3 on the day.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
And with the win, they now move to 2-1. You know what's really important is for teams to be able to put wins back to back. It's been a little bit of an up and down roller coaster ride early this season. Still a lot of football left to go, but you know this coaching staff is going to want to build on this outstanding performance today and really get this thing humming.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk.
It's gonna get forced. I ain't gonna lie, I like the Pacers dirty.
That nigga not throwing nothing to this weekend.
What, nigga?
Something to my wife.
Oh, now you married. Boy, that's a... Look at this shit, bro.